said that every driver sooner or later has his day. In 1990, Fred Schaefer had his year when he won the U.S. Hobbit Association Camel World Championship. But in this trophy dash here at the Centrum in Worcester, Massachusetts, it has definitely been Dennis Anderson's day. Qualifying next to last after problems set into the Big Green Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina 50 Chevrolet, Anderson has used superior driving ability as well as the overabundant horsepower of this rear-engine machine to reach the final round against the winningest monster truck of last season. And Fred Schaefer knows that the man in the other lane is not to be taken lightly. They leave the line together. Unbelievable finish, and we'll have to look at that one again. There is no way either driver could possibly know who won that one, and only the slow motion replay is going to bring it out. At the finish line on slow motion, it appears to be Barefoot, but only Jim Harris, the U.S. Hobbit Association event director, can make the instant replay call. He radios it down to the ground. The winner is the world champion, Fred Schaefer and Barefoot. It seems like every U.S. Hobbit Association Camel Monster Truck battle is just another rung in a ladder towards an all-out war. And Fred Schaefer, it just doesn't get any easier. It gets more tough to win these things.
That Gravedigger, he's a tough guy with that rear engine off the line. That truck really leaves hard.
When you saw most of the drivers that you particularly have rivals with, Bigfoot, Taurus, go out relatively early, what were you thinking about the Gravedigger? Is he the kind of guy that'll go all out to beat you?
Gravedigger, everybody knows Gravedigger's nuts. If he's got to run in the wall or whatever he's got to do, he'll do it.
And it was still a matter of feet down there. What did you think when you crossed the finish line? Did you think you had him?
I knew it was so close that I couldn't call it, you know, from the driver's seat, of course. But and they said it was like just maybe a foot or 18 inches. It was real close.
And at this point, you've got to be eyeing the prospects of another world championship. I know earlier in the season, you were kind of wondering what was going to happen.
Yeah, and like last year, I thought if I got second or third, I'd be happy. And I'm looking at the same thing this year. We've got a lot more tougher trucks this year, and I want to finish well and see what happens.
You're well on your way, that is for sure. And as the world champion attempts to repeat, believe me, like I said, this isn't going to get any easier. You can look forward to these kind of close finishes at every one of the U.S. Hobbit Association Camel events. And, of course, the four drivers in the Camel Shootout coming out will bear the battle scars of their qualifying round efforts as we get ready for the four premier campaigners at this event here at the Oklahoma City, Oklahoma State Fairgrounds Arena to produce their best possible runs on this one-shot attempt to win the whole shooting match. It'll be Byron Tinky, the first man under 2 seconds flat in qualifying. The Bad Habit Chevy gets to start things off in the shootout war. Tinky on the brakes. The top end still mighty rough for these guys, but he puts down a decent number, 1.875 seconds, losing only a little less than 2/100ths of a second from qualifying to this run. Meanwhile, on the starting line, it's the local favorite from Perry, Oklahoma, Larry Jarrett and the Locomotion. Believe it or not, every machine in this shootout round utilizing supercharged Chevrolet motivation. Jarrett, of course, no different as he moves in. Jarrett leaves the line, takes a rough ride in the shutdown area. He had to go quicker than 186. He runs 1.90 seconds. 1.906. That'll put him number 3 right now. So far, we've seen Wisconsin, Iowa, and Oklahoma represented. Here's Kansas's entry. Ken Crum and the Wild Thing, rear-engine dragster, and this guy always gets wild. When it comes down to do or die on the final effort, he's got to go quicker than 1.860 seconds. On the brakes, a horrible bounce again. This guy has taken the roughest rides. Look at him shaking his head. He had to go quicker than 186. He runs 1.901 seconds. Jim Weber from Milwaukee in the American-made Chevy lines up. He's got to beat 187. On the brakes, he'll stop it in time. He had to go quicker than 187.5. He runs 1.860 seconds. Number 1 again for Weber. He just won't let these guys alone. Unbelievable.
Were you 100% confident that American Made was going to take the win?
Yes, I was.
And what about future races? How many more wins are we going to see for you in 1991?
Hopefully quite a few.
Good luck to you, Jim.
Thank you.
Jim Weber, driver of the American-made vehicle, takes the win in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma.
There's no question that the dominance exhibited by Bigfoot and other monster trucks through the years may well have come to an end. As a matter of fact, with Fred Schaefer's recent winning streak, he may well be on his way to another world championship. I'm Brett Kepner. Thanks for being with us.